keep saying how big it is, but really the house isn't that big. Ooh. This isn't that big. It's only a 2-bedroom house, guys. It just looks ginormous from the outside because of the tall ceilings and the giant garage. But really, it's not that big. I don't know. What do you guys consider to be a big house? Hey, and welcome back to This Life We Live, where we are working on our modern style Barndominium house. It's a DIY on the inside. We've got lots of fun stuff planned, so join us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's take a look at what we are doing today.
Previously on This Life We Live, we got to work drywalling more of those tight, tall spaces on the ceilings, and Eric practiced a variety of gymnastics moves, which he was only moderately good at. Now here, we're going to showcase some of the lesser seen viewpoints of Eric for your entertainment.
Oh.
And now, it's back to drywalling small spaces, specifically the mudroom closet and, later on, the master bathroom.
I don't know if you're going to climb on the cripples.
That's a good idea.
I don't know about that. I don't know how secure those are going to be.
Tempted.
I know you're tempted. You did it before. I'd balance between a couple of them, not just one. But if you took the whole wall down.
Make a little turn.
Got it. Whoa.
Okay, you're in.
So I've got the GoPro today. Eric's real quick before he kills the light, and this is what we ended up with. Oh, pantry. Does not look great, guys. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Wow, it really stinks out here. Ooh. Well, Eric managed. Oh, that smells terrible. I don't know what is burning in there, but it is probably all the plywood. Holy cow. He must have dumped some gasoline on it. That would be my guess, because that's going up pretty quick. Well, on the plus side, it should burn itself out pretty quick. I hope. One s'mores. Yeah, I see that.
I didn't even have to use gas. I just
Really?
filled a box of cardboard and filled it with some wood and then lit it with a torch.
Really? You didn't use anything on it? Huh. I was guessing surely that was gasoline as fast as that sucker was going up. He tried to light this, I think, yesterday. He tried to light it and it wasn't. It could be wet wood, it could be wet cardboard, it could be wet hay. Yeah, it definitely is going, that's for sure. Right, we'll have to get like a big magnet roller and just go over it. Send Aaron out there with it and go to town. Yeah, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this needs to get cleaned out. Well, I mean, I did use that to mow. It's blowing a couple different directions, so that's kind of nice. You're not smoking one person out or pet. Yeah, that thick black smoke is just nasty. I don't even remember what else is in there. Oh, yeah. Those pallet boards. We had a couple stacks of pallet boards that were all tied together and they started rotting. And so we're like, well, I guess we're not gonna use these. You're probably right. That's probably like all mold spores and mushroom spores and gosh, I hope that's not gonna like give me a horrible allergy attack tonight. The neighbors are probably thinking we're burning tires over here. Oh, they're over there burning rubber. That's what it looks like, or trash. Nope, just wood materials, guaranteed. Well, I mean, at least it's wet enough and muddy enough that the fire is not gonna spread beyond the fire pit. I know there's a lot of dead grass and stuff around there, but it's all just wet 'cause it's been raining. And it's gravel down there too. It's burning its way down pretty good. I think once it knocks some of the height down a little bit, it'll be a little bit safer with the barn. Ooh. Patty's like, I'm out of here. Well, I mean, once it gets down to coals, we could go roast some marshmallows.
Look how nice that looks compared to the double wide.
You got a debilitated double wide on that nice, sleek looking house. And now we're back at it doing drywall again. We are doing ceiling drywall. We are using the special wet rated drywall for bathrooms. And we have just a few more areas left of the ceiling to do, and that will be it. So we're starting with the master bath today, which is gonna be easier than the other bath, but still not a whole lot of fun.
Higher.
This 2x6. Well, it was a little bit of a struggle, but honestly, it was less of a struggle than we figured. The biggest struggle was just a tape measure. So Eric had to cut a hole for the downspout pipe up there, and it slipped through flawlessly. So now he has to go through and put the can in. So, I mean, overall, the first piece went in fairly easy, and I think that was probably the hardest piece. I mean, this one might be a little tricky, but yeah. Oh, heavy boy.
I'm gonna have to lower this thing down. It's way too.
You want? Ooh, that's a lot of light. That's more like pants. How far? Just please tell me what you're doing first. So Eric just got done cutting out a little slice, pretty good slice, and this is going to go around that half partial wall back there. So he measured everything out. You can see he's already got the cans and the fan cut out, so this is going to be for the last row. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky one. Hopefully it doesn't break.
The master bathroom. It seems like it would be a fairly straightforward project to go through and do the ceiling. However, our ceiling had a few little hiccups. The first one you already saw was the pipe sticking out of the ceiling. That was for a shower head. Okay, so I had hoped that that would be a little waterfall that would pour out of the ceiling, kind of like a fun little functional waterfall. And Eric didn't like that idea and he wanted a rainfall head. So I think it's going to be a rainfall head. But regardless, the bathroom is definitely one of those points of contention that neither of us can exactly agree upon, but we both have big ideas for. And while the last piece of drywall going in right here has to go around a little tiny half wall, and that proved to be an absolute trick to try to get that on. But after we got it on, the rest of the bathroom went pretty smoothly.
The last piece of the master bathroom ceiling. Will it fit? That looks a little tight. this area all drywalled. I just noticed those two purple board sets are two different colors. So we still have the teeny tiny pooper closet. Needs some drywall right there. And then the other wet area will be the guest bath over here. And then we still have to do the second bedroom across the way, the laundry room across the way, and the second kitchen behind that too. And that will be all of the remaining ceiling drywall. And then we get to move on to the walls. Look at that, it just barely fits in there.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get up on there.
Oh, well, you know, it's not that hard. You just climb up and through the rafters. Climb up and then step over. This is the one spot that's just been bugging me. The spot that's just a hole in the wall. Eric's thinking that he's gonna do this in two pieces. You could easily do it in one, but just to be able to handle it, it's gonna be a little bit easier with two pieces.
I
And
might do it in one.
yeah.
But you would have to this side with the ladder to hold one side.
I could probably do that. Now, normally, guys, you would have, you know, no more than a 10-foot ceiling. Even 10 foot would be crazy. You probably would have like 8 foot. But this is 12 foot, 14. That's probably 12 right there, right? 'Cause I think the end wall. No, that's probably closer to 14 because the end one is 16, I thought. Because I remember when Eamon went through and measured it. That was 16.
Probably.
I was kind of debating about putting a chandelier in here, but I kind of already wired it for can light. I mean, you can pull the can out and wire in a chandelier. Although we're doing the drywall right now. Yeah, you just put a box in there. I think we have some extra boxes, don't we? I don't know. I guess we don't need a chandelier in the... I wanted a chandelier in the other bathroom, though, but I got vetoed on that one. There's always the basement bathroom, but it doesn't have the tall ceilings. Well, tonight's project, we are going to be working on the loft area, specifically the office area of the loft. We're going to be starting back there and then bringing it forward to meet the drywall up here. So, because lifting drywall sheets up and around the corner is a massive pain in the butt, I don't know how people do that for bedrooms. We're just going to cut the chase and lift it with the lift up to the second story and then pull it straight through both doorways and into the loft area up there. And Eric's got these nice nifty new lights from Harbor Freight over here, so it really lights up the area pretty good. And the temperatures have been dropping in the house. Let's see what we have here today. 48. I think it was 47 yesterday. It was pretty chilly. Then it got down to like 30 degrees last night or the night before. So we're getting some heat through the basement, but still losing heat through the non-insulated areas. Eric's busy getting everything set into place exactly where he wants it. I'll put this over here. And batteries are all charged up. And this is the area that we are going to be working on. So we have the second lift up here. This is the Harbor Freight lift. Eric's not a fan of the Harbor Freight lift. It doesn't lock as tight as the yellow lift. The yellow
one's really nice.
The yellow one we bought used secondhand because they're expensive.
Yeah, that one's $800 new. I think what do we get it for? $300.
I want to say maybe 400, somewhere between there.
But
it works great. Nicer. Well, I mean, it's definitely still has its glitches because it is used, and we've definitely put it through the ringer. But
this one's tight.
Yeah, just doesn't lock up in there securely.
But it worked for what we needed it to.
Right. Is that maxed out? Oh.
Huh?
I didn't know if that was maxed out.
No, not even close.
Okay. I couldn't remember how many links we'd taken on that. sit closer together. Where's your phone? This one's definitely slower than the other one.
Yeah, just throw it like right.
A few years ago, I decided to try an experiment where I used an old-time method for regrowing Christmas trees from chopped off fruit trunks. I chopped a 7-foot tall tree and left a few lower branches. The idea was those lower branches would then get pulled up by a stake and turned into a new Christmas tree. However, after I cut off the top of the tree, I forgot to pull the branches up. Until this springtime, when I finally went out there and tied one of the lower branches up vertically to see if it would grow into a new tree.
Alright, I'm out here on the back part of the property. This is our scrappy area. These are all wild trees that are growing. And so I thought it was the perfect place to do an experiment. So I took a tree at the time that was this tall right here. So it was about 7 feet tall. And I took a branch and I flipped it up. And that was last year. This year, look at this, guys. This tree is absolutely perfect. It is growing straight up. This is just a branch. Now, if I were to go through and groom these trees the way they're supposed to be groomed, it would fill in. But this is just a sample to see if I could, look. See, there's the stump and there's the branch that I flipped up and I staked it with a bamboo stake. And oh my goodness, it worked. This is absolutely groundbreaking, guys, because this means that we can now recycle all of our Christmas trees that get cut down. All we have to do is make sure that the people that cut the trees leave some lower branches, and then we just take the best looking branch, flip it up, and within just a very short while, you will have brand new trees. So that means that instead of having to plant 7 acres of trees and rotating them, we'll now have 7 acres of trees and be able to produce 2,000 to 3,000 trees each year off those 7 acres. That is absolutely the best use of the time and space that you have, and ensures that those trees will go on to live many, many years. Look at this. I walked out here, I'm like, oh crap, am I gonna be able to find my tree? Oh wait, that looks like my stake. And it did. It worked. It absolutely worked.